Hey creative friends, Shannon here from the Pigeon Letters Design Team, and today I'm going to share 10 super easy outlines you can add to your lettering using monoline pens. A continuous or full outline is the most common one that you've lately been adding to your lettering. Start in one corner of the letter and draw a line following the shape of the letter. With this type of outline, it is one continuous line all around the letter, which makes it look more refined. To create your line as smoothly as possible, you need to go slowly and use long fluid strokes rather than short, choppy ones. This is an outline that is away from the lettering, which gives the effect of two outlines. A negative one, which in this case is the white of the paper, and the one that you draw with your pen. To create this outline, simply sketch an outline that is a little bit away from the letter, following the shape and curves of the letters. In order to make sure that the white space is even all around the word, you will need to sketch it out first. After you've gotten that sketch where you want it, then you can use your pen to ink the outline. I like to add outlines to my letters because they help to give them some definition and make them pop. Outlines also help to emphasize the form of the letters and make them easier to read and understand. This appears as though it's been pushed away from the letter rather than being around the letter itself. This one can be a little bit tricky as well, so you will need to sketch it out in pencil before you draw the outline with your pen. These are my favorite to add to my lettering because they're very loose and freeing to draw. There's very little room for error since you don't need to be too precise. Simply use short, choppy strokes and short flicks to draw broken lines around your letters. Some of the lines can overlap and they don't have to be directly on the edge of the letters. Scribbling is another loose way to draw an outline. Simply scribble a line around your letters to loosely gesture its shape. You can use a combination of large and small swirls, loops, zigzags, coils, and just have fun with it. If you're a bit skeptical that you will ruin your artwork, you can always warm up or practice on a piece of scrap paper to loosen up your hand and get it into motion. Now this is another fun one that you can create by simply drawing a continuous line around the letter and adding simple curves and dips to create squiggles. For this one, you're just going to be drawing a continuous loopy line all around the letter. Following the shape of your letters, draw dashes to create the outline. Try to keep the length of the dashes and the space between them as even as possible. Now this is a really fun technique, but it will be a little time consuming. So you're just going to be adding lots of dots close together to form the outline. The closer the dots are together, the darker the value will be, and the further apart they are, the lighter the value will be. Following the shape of the letters, I have evenly spaced dots using a pen with a bit larger nib size than you want to outline with. Then you're going to draw the lines to connect them together using a pen with a smaller nib size than the one that you drew the dots with. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'd love to see your creations if you try some of these techniques. So feel free to tag me on Instagram to let me know how they turned out.